Now, this is something that's breaking, and here's kind of a good summary from Media Justice that I want to share with y'all. So thread, people power has slowed AB 2261 and people can stop it for good. Tell the officials and stop LAPD spying to call to action to protect Black communities from AB 2261's high-tech surveillance by voting no now. So this is at Media Justice on Twitter. Please do follow them and click this link and act now. Now, we did talk about AB 2261 before on this show. A quick refresher. We can just kind of go straight to this thing. Update on, all right, so here's what goes on with this. Californians need housing. Big tech is attempting to exploit the COVID crisis to profit off of the surveillance of workers in Black and brown community. Please vote no on AB 2261. Facial recognition tech is a license to racially profile. Please vote no on AB 2261. So AB 2261 is a surveillance bill that goes way too far. And keep in mind, we have talked about what happens with these surveillance bills. First of all, they get wrong matches most of the time anyway, and they are particularly wrong when it comes to Black and brown people and all people of color. When it comes to minorities, they are wrong the most often. And they're wrong up to 98% of the time. Up to 98% of the time. That's when it's wrong. So this facial recognition tech, it does nothing to keep anyone safer. It does not help in quote unquote catching a bad guy. All it does is it creates databases that are vulnerable to hacking. So imagine all that getting in the wrong hands. And it allows people to overpolice and brutalize communities, especially Black communities and communities of color, especially those communities. So stop LAPD spying. You can go and follow them and you can take a stand. And this is happening right now. This is happening right now. This bill is going on right now. So people have organized, and that stalled the bill. The organization of people stalled this bill initially. But now it's there's a vote happening as we speak. So go follow Media Justice on Twitter. Stop LAPD spying on Twitter. Tweet at these representatives. Call. Here, we'll go to the link too. Let me just grab the link and pull it up. So this is a link from Media Justice directly. Tell the California Appropriations Committee surveillance cannot heal COVID-19. Facial recognition cannot solve a public health crisis. I want to repeat that. Facial recognition cannot help solve a public health crisis. Of the many things Californians need to heal from the COVID crisis, it's not more surveillance. Yet, Bill AB 2261 is on its way to the California Appropriations Committee, threatening to usher in racist, oppressive mass surveillance measures that will only exacerbate, not heal the crisis. Committee Chair Gonzalez and Vice Chair Bigelow have the power to stop this bill, protecting workers and communities of color from the surveillance state during a time when these same communities battle to survive the racial, gender, and socioeconomic inequities the pandemic has exposed. We already know the history of surveillance technology's roots in a racist past. That's what we were just talking about, and an over-policed present. But new reports of essential workers being surveilled by tech giant Amazon as punishment for using their right to organize are chilling. And this is not something we can allow to spread. Assemblymember Chow introduced AB 2261 in response to the COVID-19 crisis, but there's no healing or relief to be found in mass surveillance legislation. Authorizing facial recognition as a pandemic response invites the creation of virtual blacklists that exclude people from their jobs, essential resources and services, and even healthcare. So follow Media Justice. Please lend your signature to this. Please tweet and call your representatives because this cannot go forward.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and